Think Floyd would ever come back? If, like, say Pacquiao beat Thurman or anything?
No, because when Floyd come back, he lock up all the money. You know what I'm saying? All the money locked up with him, and it's not many paydays out there for other fighters that need to, make a living for themselves.
So you think he's done? He's conscious.
I think he should. I think he should be being one of the black fighters that should buy one of the sanctioning bodies and being one of the persons that owns a belt and sanctioning body.
I think that would be a first.
I think that would be he would be the first, and I think it would be dope because then you would get like a sanctioning body started here in America by a fighter himself. Yeah, how many you see? I mean, besides Oscar De La Hoya being one of the greatest stories that transformed from being a boxer, world-class boxer, to being a world-class promoter. Because usually you see a fighter coming outside of the ring and not being nothing else great. You see a guy, barely getting by and being able to survive. And then you get stories like guys like, George the Foreman grill, Ali, so many other stories out there that was, the guy from Pennsylvania, Larry Holmes.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of property.
Yeah, it's a hotels and stuff.
I love stories like that.
So, from all of this, I just have to just end the interview with...
One more. Andre Ward.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody give him the credit like he deserved. He's the one that not just had no blemishes on his record. When they say he was going to get knocked out by the boogeyman of sport, he went in and turned around and knocked him out. Had a controversial fight, the first one, then came out, laid down his dominance in the second fight, and basically retire on his own accord. No blemishes, no bad stories, no negative. Why wasn't he one of the stories that you can build up? But I'm glad that he's doing commentating now, and he's able to got a job. He's a good person for the job, and I kind of like, me and him same age, but I kind of like look up to him because he been such a God-fearing man for such a long time, and God been with him his whole career. That I only wish that I would have believed in God just as hard that he could have got in my career early, which he has. But it's all. God got laws and everything set up that I did things against God's law and I had to take the punishment for it.
There has been like I think a lot of hypocrisy when it came to when Ward's career came out. Not Ward, but the fans when they, for example, if they didn't like Floyd Mayweather, his approach, they would find a way with Ward.
What kind of people would be saying this? What color are the people that say that?
Well, I mean,
go ahead. That's all right. We're having this conversation. What kind of people will be saying this?
I mean, it could be all different types of likes of people.
Do you hear a lot of black boxers talking crap about Floyd?
I have.
All right. What is it about? His fighting skills or his personality?
I think it's the persona, the money.
Not the whole. I mean, but as a black person, growing up, it's a lot of guys that came over and like, don't get that N-word, no money, because he would be a worse kind of person. I think that could be considered Floyd. But what he did do for the sport, he changed it. He was one of the highest paid athletes in the sport of boxing. We ain't talking about basketball, we talking about boxing. So altogether, like, the man living his life. But I just don't like how, it's so easy to build up a fight that, the black guys is always gonna lose. That's how it is. That's the sport. The white guys want to beat the black guy. That's how they build it up.
Do you feel like that's still prominent right now in the sport of boxing?
It's always been like that. You know what I mean? They didn't like Muhammad Ali, but with the words he was saying at his time, he was saying basically the same things. He was like, at that time, like a Floyd Mayweather. He was the one that was like, had the pure message that he was saying. They didn't listen to it, and he stood for a lot of things and didn't fall for anything. And they always wanted to see him get beat up just because he stood out as a strong, powerful black man.
Do you feel that was the case with Ward? Because like the example I was bringing up was the fact that their personalities or their personas out. You got Floyd Money Mayweather and you got SOG.
Well, they think we all supposed to act like Floyd Mayweather. That's what they, first of all, think that every boxer, every black fighter should be modeled behind Floyd Mayweather and act the way he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say act like an ignorant nigga. That's what they all want us to do, but not everybody like that. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody gotta be ignorant in their definition of what a nigga is. And I mean that's racism blatantly. You know what I mean?
So why do you? So then that's why the point of the hypocrisy. It's like if you didn't like the approach of Floyd, Andre Ward would be the SOG, the embodiment.
Racism, man. That's racism, man. That's blatantly racism. Because we got a guy that your kids should look up to and say, I want to be like Andre Ward. He the one. He's the guy that people should be like. You should be like Andre Ward. And think about his story. The storyline. Married, same girl, kids by the wife. I mean, perfect story. American story. American story for everybody to.
Got the gold medal, you know, and it went down.
Come on, what?
And you know,
Go ahead, you keep saying it.
yeah, of course. You know, won up multiple weight classes, you know, and did, you know, what many people didn't think was possible.
Possible for a black man in America. So when it all boils down to it, racism is in boxing, and it drives the sport for people to make money, man. Now, I don't care if people can say what you want, but think about why you say Andre Ward wasn't. It'll be like from your own personal evil intention of your heart. The man went out there and made himself better. He made himself and stuck to his dreams, and he did it. That's greatness. That's right there, define greatness. I don't know how you define greatness. Maybe because he didn't do it the way you thought. But if you feel like you could do it better, you should have probably did it then.
Do you feel that boxing as a whole is based off the racial differences? And
remember when Oscar De La Hoya, they team of people was caught saying racist stuff? It was swept underneath the rug. Nobody talk about that, right? Who's their biggest star on their squad?
Currently, it's Canelo.
Name one black boxer that's one of their standout stars. You tell me, Tom. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm working. I'll try it. I can't name one off the top. That's currently with Golden Boy right now. Their biggest star would be Canelo. Next to
tell me who's Deontay Wilder's promoter.
You talking about Al Heyman?
He's not a promoter.
Well, then essentially he's his own promoter because
he set up a platform.
Essentially,
he set up a platform. NBA is owned by who?
You talking about?
Who's the NBA owned by?
I'm drawing a blank. The bald guy.
He owns the whole NBA. And what is the NBA? Sanctioning, right? A platform for other owners to own a team and make money. These owners make the money. Players, you know, only a few players on the team make the large cap. Same with boxing. Who is Danny Garcia's promoter?
Well, in that case, you would say that it would be his own promotion, you know?
Who is Deontay Wilder's promotion?
It would be the Bomb Squad.
Who is the Charlo's promotion?
You would say Lions only.
Tell me how many other people out there is giving fighters their own platform to make their own money and their own stories? Tell me. Tell me right now.
I think I've heard some stuff with the Zone, with Devin Haney, who was able to do his own.
Of course,
Haney
because he got good people behind him. You know, his dad is a real hustler, so he know how to maneuver and do things, and he could be one of the guys that's the standout guys on his own, bro.
I think Gennady has one as well.
He got his own thing, right?
The Triple G promotions, but not many. In your case, not many.
Not as many as Al Heyman got.
The majority's over there on the Al Heyman side, so I'm sure you got your own thing as well, right?
I mean, I'm Team Kid Chocolate.
Of course. Does that, how would I say, add more pressure? Because, you know, in some cases, some boxers just box, but you box and worry about the promotion as well.
But now Hopkins told me, you got to be the best boxer in the ring and do the best business outside the ring. So that's the best advice that I ever got in boxing. He said, you watch everybody. Talk to your lawyers all the time. Talk to your accountants all the time. Talk to your business managers all the time. Worry about your business because this is you.
Why do you think a lot of people don't go that path? In the sense of not being their own boss, their own promotion, and just being on a platform opposed to being signed.
Not enough education out there for people to do that.
What if they had a deal that was like a tremendous amount of money?
1 second.
Oh, no worries.
I'm doing an interview right now. I'm gonna call you right back in 2 seconds, okay?
No. For the fans, I just want to know, like, what would be the case where if they were offered a tremendous amount of money to sign, you know, and they don't take that path and say you're silly, you should have took all that money, you're so and so.
You can say no to money. Everybody don't got to say yeah to money that people don't got. It's easy for somebody that's broke, living in the hood, or don't have no money, who just go to their job and hate their job, to tell somebody that love their job, that have opportunities, that can say yes or no. Not everybody got the power to say yes or no. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like it takes a strong businessman to be able to say no or yes for the right decision pertaining to the guy that's saying yes or no.
And for example, some people say, hey, you know, like I guess the Deontay Wilder case, in the back, you know, back then before the Ruiz and all the stuff, they were saying, you know, you should have, you know, just taken this money. This is more money.
Pocket watching. That's pocket watching.
Mm-hmm.
That's like me coming to you as a journalist doing this. I'm like, how much money you seeing from doing this? What would you say to me?
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be like, none of your business. Or any fan. If I would go to any fan, I'm like, what do you do for a living? And they're like, I do construction. I'm like, how much you get paid doing that? Do you love your job? Start asking a personal question like that. But like Dan Raphael is infamous for putting out people's purses online, you know what he's getting paid, because I guess that promotion is what make the fight big. But I'm saying it's just creating a bunch of pocket watching guys talking about he don't deserve that money. How you gonna tell somebody they don't deserve the money when you the one got the job because of the person that's making that money give you a job by having something to talk about? That don't make no sense to me. So it's a lot of pocket watching out here. People worried about other people and how much money they making. If you mad, and if you think about it, if you heard about a dude like Floyd Mayweather making $290 million, right? Don't that make your job seem weak? For real. Don't that make you feel like whack? So what can your only response be? It only can be negative. You ain't gonna be able to say, man, I'm happy for that man, and be happy about it, because are you happy with the money that you're making? When you know it's out there, guys out there making 290 million in 36 minutes. Who you know that make that kind of money? Come on, man.
Well, look, Peter, it's always a pleasure talking to you. It's always informative for the fans to know about the spiritual realms as well as the business and as well as the...
You want to hear my Bible verse?
Excuse me?
What sense do it do for a man to gain the whole world but he forfeit his soul? You tell me.
Well, look, I always appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Social media, where we can follow you.
At Kid Chocolate on Instagram. At Kid Chocolate on Twitter. Kid Chocolate on Facebook. Go to my website, kidchocolate.com. I'm trying to build a store and have products for people to buy my products and things that you can invest and put out some. I'm trying to make it so the products that I'm selling, 10% of the money go to proceeds that help the world, places around the world that I'm trying to figure out organization that I can get back to, that when you purchase a shirt from me, that you can pick where your 10% of that money go to. I'm gonna pick 3 different places that the money can go to. So if you come by, which I'm working on right now, putting things on my store, build my store up, build up my website a little bit better so I can control all my content on my own, so I'm not told what I can post and what I can do. I'm trying to go ahead and put that out there and put out the good in the world, purchase or not. My t-shirts, Kid Chocolate, you know what I'm saying? When you buy a piece of that, you buy a piece of showing that, I promote a smiley face. And the reason why I do this is, like, in the world that we live in right now, so much negative in the world. When the last time you see somebody promote a smile?
You definitely should also write some books, do a podcast.
When God has put it on my heart to write a book, and I will write the book one day. I still got challenges that I got to work through right now, and it's going to be inspirational when it's time to put it out there. And hopefully I can be on Oprah telling people about the book.